English Reading Club or ERC is an extracurricular, a mandatory extracurricular in UKSW Salatiga. It is started during the pandemic time in 2020, and it aims to enhance students' literacy skill through English language reading materials and focus on developing English communicative skill through a variety of multimodal texts. Behind the slogan, let's read and share to make the world a better place to live in. So we try to build their love of reading, their habit of reading, and also it really is not for themselves. It would be better, we will make a better world if we share. That's why that is the slogan. This is the activity that we usually do. We have the activity in library, and then the participants usually range from 20 until about 40. In the first semester, from grade 7 until grade 9, but in the second semester, usually grade 9 is off from extracurricular, so maybe they are only about 20 students. And we have a comfortable place. We are surrounded by books, and we have English corner in the one corner of the library. But unfortunately, we don't have a ready-to-use LCD projector. So mostly we use WhatsApp group application, since the students are able to bring their mobile phone. In the first semester, we usually use digital library like Literacy Cloud or Let's Read Asia, because they provide us with English reading for kids, and we have some ready readers too. In the second semester, we try to do different things. We try to next. This one. So we are creating a digital text. So and then following a three-stage reading format from pre, a while, and post-reading. It's just a common one. This is the digital multimodality text that we created. Mr. Dada Kurniawan explored for several resources, and then incorporating AI to help design, and then adjusting with the level of junior high school students. So this is in the format of mobile phone friendly. Using Canva, we share the read-only link so that they can access it freely. And mostly Canva is owned by the students, and they are very familiar with Canva. And I'm going to show you one other technique we use. This one, the Legend of Salatiga. This is how it may look like. So we try to make the multimodal text itself with pictures, text, colors, and things that support the story. This is the Legend of Salatiga. We found out that not all students know about the Legend of Salatiga in their age, so they are very surprised, some of them. Okay, let's read. During the making of the book, we discussed the topic. We are very flexible. Because then we usually call me, what is the topic for the next week? He usually call me, but because he's senior at the guys. And then I offered some topics, and then we discussed, and then he shared the draft, and then we discussed, and then edit it, and then share it to us. So in our project, we have 4 topics. The first and the last were done face-to-face on site, while the second and the third were done online because of the conflicting schedule, and it was in fasting month. So the extracurricular is off, but we could do it online. The first topic is about Legend of Salatiga, linked to the leadership. It was during the general election time. And then the last one, the gender equity, it was close to continuity. So we tried to make the reading close to their context. And then this is the pre-reading, mostly for the on-site, we did brainstorming, meanwhile, the post-reading, there are several activities. The first one, they make the dream leader. They can make a poster or audio or video recording. I'll show it to you later. And then on the last one, a digital letter or fake chat to brave Indonesian women. The second and the third were done online, so they did most things independently and individually. But I opened the time to discuss it through WhatsApp group, and they did the same thing too. Okay. During the pre, while, and post readings, if we conclude, these are the most digital tools used. The first one, of course, WhatsApp, either group or individual chat, private message, and then camera, Google search engine, Canva, fake chat, tablet, CapCut, and Google Drive. They use this to read, to communicate, and then to create and to present. We usually ask students to send the web through Google Drive, except for the third one, we use iTELL. So these are the two, the digital tool that I'm sure that you are familiar with that too, right? Next one. Now, I'm going to showcase you the student work from that phone project. This is the first one. This is our three leaders. The first one was a mute animated slideshow without the voice, just a mute one. And then this one is a mind map, of course using Canva. And this one is video recording with Indonesian subtitle. They spoke in English, but they made Indonesian subtitle. This one is digital poster. These are some of the examples of this one. So, click the criteria of the readers. This one. This is the second project, anti-bullying poster. So, in this case, since it was done online, we provided a template. So they did a pre-reading, while reading, and then post-reading in a Canva template. And then they made a poster. They created themselves. But it's less diverse, of course. This is the example of their poster. Some are full with pictures, some with words, some with our logo, something like this. This one is tablet. So this is environmental things. So the title is take a picture, report a problem. To ask them to be aware of their surrounding related to the environmental things. You can see they, one of them has the cow, but the other are not yet. And some of them can change the background, even the font. They can explore the use of tablet themselves. And then the last one. This is the last project, is a letter to brave women. This one is what I said of using animated fake chat. And then a come letter, very classic. And this one is what's like fake chat. Poster, I even didn't know before. And then this one is a more modern looking digital letter with we were amazed with them actually. And then next one. This is what we face the challenge. The first one, of course, there are very big. The quality, the level of language you can see, their choices, the limited online interaction, technical issue, inconsistent attendance and participation. So the problem with mandatory case like that. I'm sorry, miss, I couldn't come. I have to finish this project. Or I'm sorry, miss, I have to go because my father will do something like that. Okay? This is our conclusion. So with our modest project, we can say that our reading, English reading club demonstrates the potential of multimodal learning to foster digital literacy skills, enhances English language learning, makes learning fun, meaningful and engaging, engages digital resources, and boosts teachers' flexibility. Mr. Dell said to me, don't stress out, just be flexible. Our executive people is okay, that they not only for the student, but for the teacher too. And this is our recommendation, let's be aware and let's collaborate. I would not be able to do this paper, analyze this without by Bu Ratna in her presentation. So unfortunately, because we have limited time for our finalization, so I'm going to just limit the question and answer session into only one question asked. Okay, Ibu. Directly raising the hand. This is one. Yeah. Okay. So I was quick. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So your question.
Okay, well, this is a very interesting topic, and I think that it's like inspiring to that we can apply in our school, especially for after-school activity, because it's not easy, as you say, that to have reading activity after school. We know that when we are in class and then giving reading activity, it's like very exhausting activity for the students. Okay, so my question is that when you said that there is a steps for the students to have the activity as the reading, wheels reading, and post reading. My question is, in how many weeks or perhaps even a month, because it is extracurricular program, for the students to have one topic for the each. For example, the Legends of Salatiga, and from the pre-reading until the post-reading, how many weeks or even months that you need to make the students cope with the whole activity?
Yes. Okay. Thank you, Ibu Win. Oh, Ibu. Thank you for your question. So, I forgot to mention that actually this ERC is scheduled once a week. Last year it was on Tuesday, but this year is on Thursday because the changes of scout meeting on Thursday. But as I said, it is not usually happen every week on Thursday. So for the first topic, the Legend of Salatiga, I remember we finished it in 3 meetings. Yes. Yes, 3 weeks, but not in a row, yes. And then the last one, it was 2 meetings. The gender equality, it was in 2 meetings. But this one is 2 weeks. I will say weeks. I mean like this. If we are asking our students to submit their work online, uploading it in the Google Drive, for example, what usually happens? They are late, right? Yeah, they are late. So, as I mentioned before, one thing that we learn is we should be flexible. So, since it is not compulsory, it's a mandatory, so I can compliment my people to submit, and I give kind of, okay, it's okay, you are late, but you submit until a few weeks before the end of the semester. So, if you are asking about the on-site meeting, the first one were 3 weeks and the last one were 2 weeks, but the other 2 are very flexible.
Online.
Yeah. Because, one thing that I haven't mentioned is, I don't know about your student, but these students, they don't really engage in WhatsApp group conversation. Sometimes they just use emojis. And they don't like to start the conversation or answer my question in the group, but they like to